about moving to Cave Creek, Arizona, this town offers a unique blend of Western charm, stunning desert landscapes, and a very strong sense of community. But like any place, it has its ups and downs. In this video, we're diving into the pros and the cons of living in Cave Creek to help you decide if this vibrant yet rustic town is the right fit for you. Everyone, and welcome back to our channel. If you're tuning in for the first time and you're curious about life in Phoenix and its suburbs like Cave Creek, you have come to the right place. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell for notifications to stay updated on all things real estate and community in sunny Arizona. I'm Greta, and I'm joined by my partners Christina and Ann. Today we're exploring the ins and outs of Cave Creek, a town that is rich in Western heritage, community, and educational excellence. Whether you're considering a move in 9 days or 90 days, we are here to guide you through the pros and cons of settling in this remarkable town. Let's go get started. Pros and cons, Cave Creek, Arizona. Here we go. Pro number one, the vibrant art scene. A wonderful art scene. It can be seen from everywhere. Local artists seek this place out to live, to work, to showcase their art, and
all the art. There's art galleries. It's the main, Carefree Highway is the main road that you're going through if you're going to Cave Creek, where all the restaurants and saloons are, and galleries and art, pieces of art for your yard. And Cave Creek in itself is just,
it's artistic. We love Cave Creek for that. But we had a client who is an artist. She's an artist, and she wanted to live in Cave Creek just to be in the art.
Be a part of that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think that plays into pro number two, because if you're moving to Cave Creek, you're moving there because most of the homes are built on an acre. They're not master plan communities at all. They're all custom built with an acre. A lot of them are half acre or more, or 2 acres or 5 acres, or what the one on the market right now is 350 acres for just $8 million. And that's pretty cool. That's a pretty low price for 350 acres. But anyway,
but not necessarily that North Scottsdale acre. It's not fancy. It can be, but it's not necessarily.
No, you're gonna see on that yard. You're gonna see their RVs are out there. They may have an RV garage. They may not. They're gonna have their toys out there, and I mean side-by-sides, quads, motorcycles, dirt bikes. This is your folk that love the outdoors, that love to enjoy it, and all their toys are on their property, and that might include a pool, and it may not. And there's a lot of variety because there's no HOA, guys. There's no homeowners association.
Yep.
And so that gives you the flexibility to do what you want on your property. And it gives us that country lifestyle. There are a lot of horse people up there.
This is a small town. We're talking about 5,000 people. This is a small town, and it is a small town feel. And they like that.
I just think it's great. It's a great place to be in the country, but yet you're close to this metroplex that you can take advantage of for all the things that it provides.
Yep.
And that pro of being a rural lifestyle, it is in, like all of Phoenix metropolitan area, in the Sonoran Desert, but it is in one of the most lush pieces of the Sonoran Desert. Just stunningly beautiful. And with the smaller population of 5,000, there's less commercial buildings and all of that. It's rural Western. It's old-time rural. Like Ann says, houses on acres, people with horses, and it's not like your average other suburbs in the Phoenix Valley where you own horses. You can own horses here, saddle up at your home, and ride away from your home. Trails going all the way to town, up to Spur Cross Ranch. You can ride into Tonto National forest. It is rural.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they, we talked about in our Sun City pros and cons, we talked about how their government is run on volunteerism, and that's how they keep the cost low to live there. In Cave Creek, they also have a lot of volunteerism, but this is that old-fashioned spirit of volunteering, like at the church. This is just the spirit of who they are, talking about small town and rural lifestyle. Yes, they have a website for the chamber, but on their website, it's the list of volunteer opportunities. It's like, where am I volunteering this week? Well, the library needs help with this week. And that's the spirit that you're going to see in Cave Creek. So it's just a really unique and hometown, small feel community. That's what you're gonna get when you live in Cave Creek. It's really awesome, but you're also gonna go to the local watering hole.
Absolutely.
Is very fun. Do you want to ride a bull? Because you can. And they have a mechanical bull, but they also have real bulls. Cost you, I think, $10. Wear your jeans, sign up, ride the bull at Buffalo Chip. You don't have to be a real bull rider. You could just go do it at the Buffalo Chip. Go do it. They have live music. They have great cold beer, dancing, and you can ride bulls. Pro number 3, schools. Very important to a lot of people. Cave Creek has a lot of retirees, but they have a lot of families that live there, and schools are really important. Niche.com rates them an A-. You don't get a lot better than that. It's a small school district. They have 1 high school, 1 middle school, and 5 elementary schools. Pro number 4, go. Lots of restaurants.
Lots of restaurants.
Lots of restaurants.
Lots of
Surprising amount for a community that small.
And very, once again, unique, interesting restaurants.
Very.
Well, and before we name them,
Yes.
I mean, like Old Town Scottsdale, it is a place that people go 30 miles away.
They do.
We drive in to go, hey, let's go to Cave Creek for the evening and have dinner.
It's an experience.
It's an experience, and it draws people in from all over to that area, just like some of the other downtowns that we've talked about in other cities.
And from actually around the United States, people come to Cave Creek for this experience.
Oh, yes.
They love it.
And they're fun restaurants.
Oh, really
a lot
fun.
of them are fun. It's not just going to eat.
No.
It is
So
an
you asked your
experience.
favorite.
Yeah.
Mine's El Canto.
Okay.
So you walk in, and it's this huge restaurant, Mexican, excellent food, and in the center is like a pond, a koi pond or something. It's just unique, and it's beautiful to sit around while you're eating.
So,
Well, we went to Horny Toads yesterday.
we did. That's one of my favorites. Steakhouse.
Listen, we had the. If you don't know me, I am not.
A meat person?
I'm not an eater, although I would consider myself somewhat of a foodie. I love food, but I don't ingest the food. But we had potato skins. I love a restaurant that carries potato skins. And you don't find them everywhere, and theirs were delicious.
They were delicious.
And they offered ranch, and you didn't have to ask for it, and I like my potato skins with ranch.
And the Horny Toad restaurant's been there, 4 decades?
Yeah.
Great steakhouse. Once again, people come to Cave Creek to go there.
Great patio.
Yeah.
So there you go. But the one I definitely want to point out is the Tonto Bar and Grill on Rancho Mañana. The environment is beautiful. Rancho Mañana is an oasis in the desert out there. And they have Arizona foraged cuisine.
You gotta come check it out.
For sure.
Yes.
All right, pro number 6, we're going to talk about Western heritage, which I think we can all agree, living in Arizona, we love.
Arizona is Western, and Cave Creek is the epitome
For sure.
of Western lifestyle. It was actually one of the last gold rush towns in the U.S. back in the late 1800s.
And there's actually a house for sale right now, 10 acres, with a gold mine.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying. Just saying.
You know, they've held on to that Western vibe. It's a vibrant Western town.
Listen, just in 2009, holding on to Western culture, just in 2009, at a city council meeting, there was a tie, and they settled it by a card draw.
Yep.
Which is in the state law, right?
Right.
It's part of the
You
state
cannot
law.
get more Western than that.
There you go.
That's going to bring us to the cons. Number one is seasonal tourist crowds. It can get a little bit crowded up there in season, which is, what are we saying in season?
Well, October now it's October to April 15th.
Yeah.
And it used to be just January, February, March, but that's just not true anymore.
No.
You might have to wait a bit to get into some of the restaurants. And they're big. These aren't tiny
No, they're
restaurants.
small, or I mean, they're big.
They're huge restaurants able to handle quite a few people.
But the roads are not big.
No.
Parking is tough.
You may have to park and walk to your restaurant.
And by park, I don't mean in a spot. I
No.
mean on the side of the road.
Yeah.
During events, during the high season, you're gonna wait longer. You're gonna have a hard time finding parking. You're gonna not even wait at restaurants, you're gonna wait on the road to get into Cave Creek. It's a one way in, one way out situation up there. And then for residents who live there, as in any tourist type town, you can have a resource drain on your residents, right? You're gonna have, like we talked about, parking, public facilities, that sort of thing. So that's something to keep in mind when you're gonna live in a town like that, and a small town to boot. Con number two is rural lifestyle. We're back around rural lifestyle.
Yeah, if you love that rural lifestyle, which I would, and people who live up there, that's what they're looking for, but you're also, it's not the same as being in the heart of another suburb of Phoenix. You're, 45 minutes to an hour to the airport, 45 minutes to an hour to downtown Phoenix, probably at least 30 minutes drive to what I would call a large shopping mall, like for clothes and shoes and that. It's a choice. Maybe you don't need to be close to all those
You don't want
larger
to be.
amenities.
You don't want to be.
And there are amenities out there. There's some great strip
Starbucks.
malls, and with your groceries and coffee shops.
And then of course, medical facilities. If you are someone who is going to the doctor a lot or needs highly specialized medical care, that might be something that you are going to think about. Or emergency services, right? As in any rural community, your emergency response time is going to be a little bit longer,
But if you love that country lifestyle, and I would say of all the towns that we've covered, it's one of the few that really has it in the valley. I mean, this is unique. Cave Creek is, you're not going to find this anywhere.
Agree. Con number three for me was wildlife and kind of that environmental considerations, which, listen, who doesn't love to see some wildlife? But you're gonna have it out there in Cave Creek for sure.
Oh yeah, you've got the hawks, the owls, the coyotes,
some
the
javelinas.
Which you would be
mountain
out there
lions.
for.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I think you're getting to the fact you do need to be careful about your animals. If you have pets, you do.
You're going to encounter some.
Yes.
Keep your pets safe.
Yep, because they will eat them for lunch
And
or dinner.
On top of that, you may encounter some wildfire stuff, right? Be aware of, you're on the edge out there. They do a lot of wildfire preparedness. They educate their citizens on evacuation plans, and they talk about that a lot. So you just need to know if you have livestock. On number four, I think we really kind of talked about teeny tiny bit, and that's traffic.
Traffic, yeah. Well, I think a piece of the problem is, and I think we did speak to that, is the Carefree Highway and Cave Creek Road. They're the two arteries, the main arteries of that city, and that's it.
Oh, it's all side roads after that.
Yeah.
I don't know if either of you have ever been up there on a Friday night in January
In the high season.
in the high season.
No, what was that like?
We have turned around and gone home. It is a destination place. We have gone up there before to go out with friends, and it's a drive for us from Scottsdale, 45 minutes. We've driven all the way up there, 8 o'clock at night to go to the rodeo, and you go up there and you drive around for 30 minutes to find a parking spot. You cannot find one at any restaurant, at any bar. You cannot find a place to park We've turned around and drove back home another 45 minutes and said to our friends who live out of state, sorry, we'll catch you next time you're in town. That's how bad the traffic is, that street. So you really, it's something that you need to think about. And I think I said to you, for me, there are really, after all of this, one pro and one con you need to think about. Pro, it is the most gorgeous terrain you will ever encounter.
Desert
terrain you will ever encounter.
Yes.
Does that beauty outweigh that? Probably, for me. I don't know, but that's the pro and that's the con. Everything else you can figure out how to deal with. That's it. It boils down to that.
That's not the night that you go out when you live there.
That's
you
right.
go out on Monday, Tuesday,
That's
Wednesday,
right.
Thursday.
And you have a house that's a beautiful house. It's up on the hill.
Those are the only immovable things. But you have to decide what fits your lifestyle.
But if you
And that's why we're here.
If you come to Cave Creek, I guarantee you'll love it.
Thank you guys so much for joining us on this journey through Cave Creek, where the spirit of the Old West really lives on in modern times. We have explored the artistic richness, vibrant community events, and the outstanding educational opportunities that make this town a gem in the desert. But remember, no place is without the challenges, from seasonal crowds to limited medical facilities and the watchful eyes of that local wildlife. If Cave Creek has captured your heart, or if you have more questions about life here, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. You can call us, text us, or email us. Our contact information is all down there in the description. We are here to help you find your dream home in the heart of Arizona. And please, before you go, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell for notifications so you never miss an update from us. We have plenty more insights and tours coming your way. Until next time, please take care, and we hope to see you around town soon.